Tell us about White Elephant and your character in the film.
Yeah, of course, White Elephant. I mean, for all the action fans out there, they're gonna love this one. It's definitely full of action, and I love the script. I really like the way the characters are written, and all the situations they get into. And honestly, one of the biggest things that I love about this movie is the cast. I love the cast that we have. The fact that John Malkovich is in it, the Michael Rooker is in it, Olga Kurilenko, and of course Bruce Willis. Is such a legend. So it's such a wonderful project to work on, and you have these like mobsters and gangsters living like the life they live and doing the dirty work, and you have my character kind of wanting to prove himself and take over, and they just kind of get into a messy situation when Michael Rooker decides to have a change of heart. So
You've done it all throughout your career. What was it about this particular character and script that attracted you to this project?
I think that it had been a while that I've been really wanting to do like an action film, and this definitely checks that a checkbox. And as I said, I really like the script. I like that Jesse, the director, was doing it because he's really good at doing action. And when I heard about the cast was once I was casted in it, so that was a very nice surprise, and it was very shocking to just like know the big names that were on it. And I really liked the opportunity that I had with my character to kind of play around with it and really make it mine. And once I was on set, like even working with Michael Rooker, which he has such a wonderful and dark sense of humor, and he was always playing on set and like doing his thing, and the director just kind of felt that vibe from both of us, and he just let us play around with the scenes. So he would get the scene, and then he would do always like an extra take where he would just be like, just do it with your style, and then we would just play around and get new fresh like text and that we would just think about. So that was fun.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, there's so much action in this film. Can you talk a little bit about the physical preparation that you had to do for this role, as well as the gun training?
Yeah, no, I had to go weeks prior with the stunt guy, and I mean, my character is not this dude that's just in the street with a gun, and so he has military training. He has been doing this for years, and he's very precise about his work. So we really needed to relay that and show myself in a very controlled way. So I had to go and do handgun and rifle and like all these kind of like different guns I was going to use, and know exactly how to use them without even looking down at them. So it was very fun to like do those things, fist fights, and I had this like huge like knife fight with this
Yeah.
higher than 6 foot dude that looks like a tank. So that was very fun to like choreograph and be able to do. And actually I did my stunts for that one, even though we did have a stunt guy there. So that was very nice to like experience.
Made it a name for yourself in the Latinx cinema. How do those filming experiences compare to this project? What are some of the major similarities and differences?
I mean, similarities, we definitely have in Mexico and other places that I've shot at, the equipment, the kind of the way that things are being shot and done, they're very, very similar. Nothing really changes. I think that in the US, we just have a bigger budget, honestly, and sometimes there's more organization, and they like really stick more to like those goals and schedules. And I think that honestly in Mexico we're a little more laid back, where work the work kind of like stretches out and like the times, and we're fine. We're like, okay, we'll pay extra hours, and we're fine with that. So it's but it's fun just doing it in both countries and just seeing like those differences. It's just very exciting. And I think in Mexico we're not that big in doing like action films, so the fact that I got to do that here in English, it was just so exciting.
And it was recently announced that your co-star Bruce Willis is retiring from acting. Has this project taken new light? Is it even more special now that you got to work with him before his retirement?
Yeah, no, it's honestly been an honor to me to like know. I mean, it's sad that he's retiring, but I also like, you understand, it's like health reasons, like you
Yeah.
have to. And it was very special to know that I got to share one of these like last moments with him, and be able to talk to him and get to know him outside of what we know him and on screen. So he's such a great guy, so professional, and I really admire all his work. I'm a big fan. Since I was a kid, I've always watched his movies, so it was very, very awesome to work with him.
And this is such a fun ride for an hour and 30 minutes. Is there a scene in particular that you're really excited for your fans to see when this movie drops?
I think the whole intro of my character is it's just very funny and weird. It's just like you see this guy with like this funky ass shoes that the director chose for that. And I love that it's just like this killer that wears like suits, and he has this like explosion of like the building in the
Mhm.
beginning, which I love telling this story because it was only supposed to be three windows that explode just for the camera.
Oh,
They ended up exploding the whole entire building. Like the side came out, like all the windows and the whole like rest of the building that we didn't even see on camera just broke all over the place. There were businesses on the other side of the street that their glasses also like were shattered. So it was a big thing to watch. So that was very fun. So when people see that scene, they can know that that explosion was big.
and then outside of this film, what's next for you?
I just finished a series for HBO called Mariachi, actually, and it's a very nice, heartfelt story about a dad that gets Alzheimer's, and we try to bring him back with music.
Mm.
And then I just did a comedy with Rob Schneider, actually, which he's hilarious. I love Rob Schneider's work, and he's directing and acting in it, so that was very fun to do. And then music, I'm gonna keep releasing music this year, and yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna keep busy with those things so far.
Yeah.